Hello there everyone, it's TIJ, welcome back to episode 13, the superstitious episode, and seeing some of the results in the Premier League today in game. I think I'm going to be a bit superstitious, but today we're playing against Newcastle in the Premier League and then away at Rochdale in the FA Cup. I've just managed to get 3 episodes on the trot with 2 away games. How weird is that? Since you were last with me though, we were beaten by Villarreal 2-0 and Man United 1-0. We have got Sparta Praha, or Sparta Prague, something like that, in the Europa League first knockout round as a result of finishing 3rd in the group. We've also got either Leicester or West Ham in the Carabao Cup semi-final, meaning that we did beat Chelsea 2-0 in that quarter-final. Really good. Jota and Ings really were good in that game, particularly as well as Henderson. We beat Tottenham 1-0, that was brilliant. Then we beat Southampton 2-1 and Watford 3-1. So it's a far fetch away from those 2 defeats we had in the last episode. And I didn't want to play Arsenal in this episode. A, because I haven't really got as much time because I died yesterday. Well, if you don't get what I'm on about, just watch yesterday's video. But yeah, because I died yesterday, it means that I haven't got enough time to do this. And to be fair, I don't really want the superstitious curse against such a big team. So we've got Newcastle, who's also on the telly, a 5:30 kickoff, and then we're playing Rochdale in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. A few things that have happened since the last episode, we'll just go through them quickly. Lazio offered 28 million for Divock Origi. He's injured, obviously, at the moment. He's been injured for a long time. But here's the catch. They want us to pay all his wage. So I was like, no, I'd rather keep him. Markovic is going, as I already said, and I think Klavan and Allen are going to go at the end of the contract. But of course, it doesn't matter because we're going at the end of the season anyway to pursue our life in RB Leipzig in a completely different world. But anyway, let's get straight onto the Newcastle match. I think I'm going to keep the lineup the same as that. Looks good, actually. Lukaku's not been too brilliant. So we will bring Robertson in. Robertson not really got many games for us. Actually, no, Moreno's on the bench, so we'll bring Moreno instead. If you can't notice, I've still got this horrible cold, which isn't too pleasant, but I'll arrange it like that. Danny Ings is on a milestone of something or other. I'll have a look in a second. But if Danny Ings gets something like 3 more assists, he gets the top assist 7 for Liverpool in a season. Here we go. Creative Ings on Virgin Team and Premier League assist landmarks. Ings has weighed in 9 assists, and the existing record is 11. So that'll be nice, I guess. If he gets 2 assists today, that is done straight away. And here we go anyway for the Newcastle match. I can only apologise if you wanted to see the Arsenal match. I just haven't got the time today, and I thought, you know what, I'm best having an episode out tomorrow, and not maybe having the best teams on it. Rather than having no episode today, which it'll be now, Wednesday, with Arsenal on it. And I actually get a day behind then. And it means that this series doesn't come out as quick. Because we've only got 2 episodes left. I tried to not to do that wrong way around then. We've probably got 2 or 3 episodes left. This is going to run into the game, unfortunately, the FM game this year. Honestly, I just think, Jesus, Newcastle are dominating. We're going to counter and very fluid, but no. We'll probably do 3 more episodes if we can get away with it, maybe even 4. It's just the way it's run, you know, we're in our 2nd season. It's quite exciting with A, the Europa League, B, the Carabao Cup, and C, potentially the League as well, depending on how this Newcastle game goes. But Coutinho has a shot, and Darlow saves it quite convincingly. I've just realised I haven't got a drink. I haven't got a drink, and my tissues are all the way over there. Sacre bleu. But anyway, Goretzka. Still Goretzka. Come on. Come on. Put it in. Nothing really happens. Savay gets it. Henderson gets it back. Coutinho. Wijnaldum. Alberto Moreno. Henderson. Wijnaldum. Oh, unlucky. Basically, what I was going to say is that after the Chelsea game, the game crashed. FM crashed. So if you can... Well, what I'm going to assign blame to that I can't do the Arsenal game is because the game crashed after the Chelsea game. I had to go and replay it again, but really spookily, see, the superstition really kicks in here. We got exactly the same amount of goals in the last match as we did in the first match. We won 2-0, and Diego Jota, or Jota, I don't even know what his name is. I think it's Hotter. Oh, God, I'm just making a fool of myself here. Diego Jota, that'll do, Diego Jota, got 1 assist in both, very, very spooky. This is a bit of a boring game, to be honest. I don't think I picked the best game for you to watch today. Newcastle are probably going for a draw against the biggest team in the league, of course. But yeah, we've been unlucky so far. But let's have a look. Obviously, it's not Boxing Day, it's the last game of the year. For some reason, we're not playing any New Year games this year, leading to a 6-day gap between now and the Rochdale game, whereas it would usually be a New Year's Eve game and a New Year's Day game. So that just means there's going to be a bit more action come the end of the season, which you could take positively or negatively. But pretty much at the halfway point of the season, we're doing really well now. 12 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses it stands. Obviously, the draw is today, so we haven't drawn a game yet. We could well lose this one, though. I'd much rather draw than lose, believe me. Shelvey on the ball. Pass it to Fabian Delph. Interesting signing that is for Newcastle. Good signing. Shelvey again. Shelvey. Lazar Markovic, maybe. Jorgensen and... Oh, no. That's why he didn't move. De Vrij has meant that they get a penalty. John Joe Shelvey, the former Liverpool player, is going to take it, and this cannot be good for us whatsoever. Here we go. Shelvey looks calm, and... Oh, Karius nearly gets to it, but Shelvey's penalty finds the target, and the camera curse is real. Well, I've turned replays off. Apologies for that. Oh, that's weird. I'll put replays back on, but they haven't come on. Well, we probably didn't want to see that anyway, so nothing lost. Can we get a goal back? That'll be nice. Goretzka, Klein, put it in, and nothing comes of it. Penalty to us now. Here we go. Right, Danny Ings cannot get... Well, he won't get the assist, will he? But yeah, if he gets another goal... Oh, Captain Goodspeed, playing Football Manager Touch 2018. Interesting. Anyway, Ings steps up. And it's in the back of the net. I thought that was going to be saved then. It'd just be typical. But Ings gets his 6th goal of the season. We need to make some substitutions. A crucial thing being that Keita, Salah, and Mane all go to the African Cup of Nations at the start of January for a month. So fingers crossed. Don't need me to say this in a rude way. But hopefully all of their clubs get knocked out really early. Meaning that they come back nice and quick. Which would be very nice for us. Now... My card just doesn't sound very good. I can hear it in my voice. Obviously, your voice sounds a little bit different outside what you hear to what everybody else hears. But I don't sound great. I do apologise for that. And I'll tell you what, I also do apologise for the camera curse we seem to be having at the moment. 2-1 down now to Newcastle. I don't know what's going on. I really do not know what's going on. It's very, very spooky. It's not Halloween anymore, so I can't base it around that. Sturridge is very poor morale. I don't know why that is. Well, Danny Ings has just been playing better. Simple as. We can't really do much now, can we? We haven't got much on the subs bench. We will bring Sturridge on for Ings. He's our best hope of getting a goal, really. And what we do need now is that goal to at least get a draw here. If we lose this one, it's quite big, actually, because us and Chelsea have got a game in hand. Fair enough. But obviously, if Chelsea, I think Chelsea have drawn their game today, so we need at least a draw to keep pace with them. But Arsenal are simply running away at the top of the league. We're going to lose on camera again. Honestly, this seems fixed. It seems that Sports Interactive know when I whip over my OBS, and they know that we're going to lose. I do not believe this. We've won 4 in a row, and then we lose at Newcastle. It just doesn't make sense. When we turn that camera on at the moment, it just is not working for us at all. But surely, come on, against Rochdale. I don't mean to have any offence to Rochdale, but surely we should be beating Rochdale. Come on. So, I was just processing to the Rochdale game. I know this is probably not what you're expecting to see. Let's process to the Rochdale game, and the game crashed again. That's twice tonight. That's really annoying. But I will send both my crash dumps to Sport Interactive if you can do that. But that is very annoying. I don't know where I saved it. Hopefully I saved it after Newcastle. But if I didn't, that's really annoying. Where have we saved it? I don't think we saved it. No, we didn't. We didn't save it after Newcastle, so... given my lack of time... unfortunately, folks, I really hope you don't mind. I'm just going to have to play that Newcastle game again. If you don't believe that my game crashed, let's go on a window capture. Let's find... can we just go on... There we go. We're going on my Fire Explorer. Here we go. For some reason, I am now out the screen. Brilliant. But, okay. But as you can see, that crash dump is 1842. So, that's when it's just crashed. So, if you don't believe me, fine. Don't believe me. But, I think it's fairly obvious that that's happened. And that is very, very annoying. Right, we're going to have to just play the Newcastle game again. The camera curse might well be off. And, oh, God, saved it just after the Watford game. I didn't save it just before the Newcastle game. That's a bum. So we might have a little bit of a difference in the draw for the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, or the Carabao Cup, I don't know. Right. I'll see in a minute where hopefully we can actually win that game and rewrite some history. Right, take 2 of the game against Newcastle. What do we change? I don't think I can change too much artificially, that would be unfair. What we're going to do is put Moreno as left back, which I think he was. I can't even remember who played in this one, but we'll keep it as that. That's absolutely fine. Some of the results I've got in our favour today, as well as what happened previously. Why can't I go on to FM now? Brilliant, I can. But Man City lost to Southampton, which happened in the previous one. And Man United lost to Middlesbrough, which could see Pep Guardiola lose his job as Man United manager. Yeah, but here we are. Take 2 with the Newcastle game. If you were watching like 2 minutes in, and you've just fast-forwarded to here, and you're like, what's going on? And you're playing Newcastle in the Cup or something? No, we are playing them here again in the league, because the game crashed. And at the end of the day, YouTube, and, you know, I'm only an amateur YouTube, it's not going to be perfect, is it? We're all going to make mistakes. And at the end of the day, this is only a hobby, so I can't devote all my time to it. If you're really interested in what I'm doing, that was nearly a goal. Very impressive. If you're interested in what I'm doing, I'm going to Stoke-on-Trent in about 20 minutes. So you can probably understand why I've not got a lot of time at all. But I'm going to Stoke in about 20 minutes to do some go-karting, which I do quite regularly. But anyway, let's just ignore that ramble, because they've nearly gone 1-0 up. I thought, oh, here we go, we're going again. But we seem to be dominating the match a lot more this time. It will look a bit... Well, it'll look a bit... What's the word? A little bit skewed, I guess you can say. A little bit iffy. And a little bit suspicious if we go on to win this now. But I've shown you before, the crash dump was genuine. It's not like I've just made a file. Because that would be very sad. 1-0 up, that would be very sad to make a file. Just to say, look, we've dumped, you know, we've had a crash dump. Not something that would... Oh, for goodness sake, I didn't change that. I didn't put replays on. So you won't be having any replays this half. This game, I can only apologise. What we can do, actually, for the second half, is put it in TV. I found a really nice new height for the TV angle, which Lelujo used on his stream last night. Look at that. There we go. That looks absolutely beautiful. You can see the ball. You can see the players crystal clear. Maybe a little bit jittery for you folks, but I can only apologise for that. But yeah, it'll be not... Oh, it's a decent start to the second half. This looks really rigged now. This looks really suspicious. Because, of course, we lost this first time round. The fun and games of FM. Don't you love it? This has been really short. Only 2.5 minutes on the recording. This has not been what I've expected. I mean, it's the wrong game we recorded. We're meant to record the Rochdale and Arsenal game. I'm really tempted now, you know, to go and record the Reading and Arsenal games tomorrow. Because I've got a bit more time tomorrow. Record the Reading, Rochdale and Arsenal games tomorrow. And the other episode, you know, to release 2 episodes on Thursday night. If you'd like to do that, comment very, very quickly. Because I'll probably be recording, I'll probably be playing the Rochdale and Arsenal games about 4:30. I don't know, I looked at my watch there, that's not even there. But I'm recording those about 4:30. So unless you're watching it probably on release, you won't be able to comment. But just do comment just for the, you know, say so and all that sort of stuff. If you'd like to see those games, I'll make a decision tomorrow or whenever. You've got about 22 hours to make that decision. It's not crucial, but if it's something you guys like to see, you need to go on it pretty quickly. So I'm talking to you guys in the future. Yeah. Anyway, Fabian Delph looks like he's been sent off. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all. That's interesting. Another bit of news as well. What do you guys think about West Ham making David Moyes the manager? I think it's a really good appointment. I was talking to this with a few people today, and I genuinely think Moyes is judged too much about his Man United time. I mean, his time at Everton, he got them into the Champions League, even though we won the Champions League, meaning that they didn't get in. But he had a very good record up until Man United. You know, Ferguson said he was the man to take over, and then the club sacked him too quickly, because it's a little bit like the Wenger effect at Arsenal, I personally think. When Wenger leaves Arsenal, they will go down. Not to the Championship, God no. But I think they will go down, personally. A little bit like United have done. Because you've got that unsettlement at the club. It might be a bit of new blood. I mean, I can understand that at Arsenal, with the fans being a little bit unhappy with Wenger. But at the end of the day, you're going to have that period of unsettlement. And it's a little bit like when Klopp took over at Liverpool. In the first season, we didn't expect anything, because it wasn't his squad, and although there was some inspiring performances, there weren't too many. It's a bad season. To be honest, we haven't done too brilliantly since. But there we go. We're doing a little bit better on FM now. Because we've won this game 2-0, it looks a little bit suspicious. There we go anyway. But we have won this game for 2-0, I think, now. It could even be 3. But it looks like we're going to win this game 2-0. I'm going to save the game just after this game finishes. Just so, in my head, I know that A, I've saved it. And B, if it crashes again, I have definitely recorded this the right time this time. We finally won that game 2-0. I could have just put that as the first take of the Newcastle game in this video, but that's just boring, isn't it? If we look at the table then now, we've got 39 points, Arsenal on 44. We've obviously got a game in hand compared to Tottenham, so it could be on 42 points. And there we go. Right, when are we going to come back? I'd like to come back for the Arsenal and Rochdale games. I'll see what I can do there. But what we'll also do... Jesus, look at this! So in that... It's about 2 weeks, isn't it? In the 2 weeks, yeah, in the 2 weeks between the Carabao Cup semi-finals, we've got 1, 2, 3... We've got 6 games in 2 weeks. Oh my God. Oh my, that's awful. I think that's because we're in the Carabao Cup and we've got the Europa League as well. 6 games in 2 weeks. Wow. Well, we'll come back for the Carabao Cup semi-final as well as the Rochdale and Arsenal games, I think, tomorrow. So you'll get 2 videos tomorrow, really good stuff. Anyway, I've been TIJ. I've got to shoot off now. I really hope you appreciate me recording this with a lack of time and a horrible voice. But if you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Anyway, I've been TIJ and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. As always, maybe 6 PM as well for the second one. I'll let you know on my comments section of that one when to expect the video. Anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.